canal through to Can Tho. The smaller canals seemed to be a lot more friendly, and there was a lot of things going on and off the water. As we got closer to Can Tho, there were more shops and businesses evident on the shore. Before stopping for the night, we visited a fish farm. This farm specializes in growing catfish for export to the USA.
But we can use it in sweet water or use it salt, don't
Yeah, but you don't know the species.
Can Tho is the base for the tour business run by Tao and Ott. That evening we had a wonderful dinner and we thoroughly enjoyed it before crashing for a good night's sleep. Early morning on the mighty Mekong at Can Tho. It's a nice sunny day. The plan for today, Tuesday, 19th of October, is to head north from Can Tho up to Chau Doc on the Vietnamese border. We're up bright and early today because our first port of call is a floating market about 10 kilometres upstream. As usual, there was a lot of early morning traffic on the water. Now this was no ordinary floating market. Certainly not like the touristy one in Bangkok. This was a huge wholesale fruit and vegetable market. There were about 100 large boats moored in midstream, each boat advertising the produce it had for sale by placing a sample up a pole. So a cabbage boat would have a cabbage showing up the pole, and so on. The traders, shop owners and retailers would arrive in smaller boats and go from boat to boat buying their needs and haggling over the price. Oh yes, the market economy is booming in communist Vietnam. The mighty Mekong is the real economic hub of the whole Vietnamese delta. As we left the main market area, we came across several smaller markets and also boats carrying produce home from the main market. And then, just as we thought we'd seen everything, a boat went past with a wedding party on board. Although we were now a couple of 100 kilometres upland, the Mekong level was very much determined by the tides in the South China Sea. The combination of peak flow down the Mekong and high tide meant that many houses were periodically flooded. No one seemed to mind much. By late morning, we were back on a small canal, crossing to another branch of the Mekong. The whole delta is a network of man-made canals linked to the branches of the Mekong. The Vietnamese call the Mekong Son Cu Long, or Nine Dragons River, a name derived from the 9 main channels that dissect the delta. mighty Mekong. Millions of people in the Vietnamese Delta, travelling on it, living beside it, washing in it. Ah, what a river! By early afternoon, we were back on another main channel of the Mekong, maybe 2 or 3 kilometres wide, with many sand dredges, ocean-going freighters and local ferry boats. We had a brief stop at Long Sugen to purchase essential supplies. We moored at the back of the market. Today we saw 3 types of fishing on the Mekong. Firstly, using large drop nets. Secondly, making refuge ponds on the river banks where fish will be trapped as the water recedes. And finally, quite sophisticated fish farms with floating barges, with living quarters and processing area on top, and large deep cages below water level containing the growing fish. The sun was setting as we arrived at Chow Dock and moored outside the Victoria Hotel. Our Mekong Delta trip with Tu and Ut had been a great success. We had a farewell dinner of Vietnamese spring rolls and crashed for the night. Tomorrow would be a big day as we had our first border crossing to contend with.